Point Lonsdale Lighthouse. And boy, have I got an interesting job lined up for you. And it's not lighthouse keeper. But before I shed some light on my mystery occupation, I'm going to have a look around this heritage-listed landmark located an hour and a half from Melbourne on the Bellarine Peninsula. Oh, Peter Harry from the Port of Melbourne. What are you doing here?
Well, this is one of our key navigational aids.
Yeah, but when was it built?
Well, come up and I'll show you.
OK. Peter tells me the lighthouse guards the narrow entrance to Port Phillip Bay, known simply as the Heads.
It basically is the first point that they will see as they arrive here from the open ocean. If you have a look around there, Coxie, you can see what a washing machine it can be with the tides and currents.
When ships pass through the Heads, they have to navigate the Rip, one of the most dangerous stretches of water on Earth. The channel's narrow, isn't it?
That's right. The Great Shipping Channel that all commercial vessels have to use is only 245 metres wide. Again, it's a tricky piece of water, which is why we've got pilots on board to guide those vessels through.
So what if something goes wrong?
Well, we've got some eyes and ears here in the south of the bay. The Port of Melbourne have provided a space here for the Australian Volunteer Coastguard.
Ah, right, the Coastguard. And that's who I've come here to learn about. So let's head for the Heads. G'day, boys. Ready to hit the waves? A bit rough out there.
G'day, Coxie. Good training weather. Welcome aboard, mate, but you'll need that.
Oh, OK, thanks. Richard Burgess is from the Queenscliff flotilla of the Australian Volunteer Coastguard. Yep, you heard right. They carry out this difficult and dangerous job for no money. What do you actually do?
Well, if you look at these fine space of these waters with a lot of shipping coming through here, we assist the Port of Melbourne to keep these channels clear.
So you're the guys that go out there and say, hey, get out of the channel.
Yep, probably a little bit more politely than that, but they get the message.
Apart from the steer clear message, you're also involved in search and rescue.
We are. Basically, looking at it, that we're an auxiliary to the water police. Most of our flotillas across Victoria will be responding 2 or 3 times a week to vessels in need.
The Rip is just up here, one of the most dangerous stretches of water in the world. How hairy does it get?
It can be very dangerous, Coxie. There's times when the adrenaline runs.
But I wasn't laughing for long as we headed for the Rip to take a closer look at a giant container ship. I tell you what, though, you can see why you got to steer clear. Look at the size of this boat.
Exactly right, mate. And if there's a small boat in front of that, it's not going to stop in 5 minutes.
As we get closer to the Rip, it becomes seriously scary.
You all right, Coxie?
Yeah, mate, it's getting a bit rough.
Well, this is the stuff we train in, mate.
Fortunately, I've convinced my new Coast Guard mates to head back to the safety of Queenscliff Harbour. You're looking for more volunteers, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm ready.
You're looking a bit green under the gills, Coxie. I'm not sure you're what we're looking for.
Yeah, well, I feel a bit queasy, but I'm ready. A quick visit to the Queenscliff Maritime Museum soon changes my mind. You know, I've always known how dangerous the Rip is, but look at this. Since 1840, about 200 shipwrecks have occurred within 24K of the Rip.
Coxie, it's a treacherous piece of water and there are shipwrecks both inside the bay and outside the bay.
You know, I really do admire the work of the Coast Guard. But from now on, I'm admiring it from dry land.
Good idea, Coxie.
Yes.